Hey guys, as you're watching this video, our vision is to reach 500,000 subscribers. Hit the subscribe button, join membership to support our channel, and join Patreon and PayPal. All the links are in the description. Do that to stand with us for this beautiful cause of One Africa right now. We do not forget to sign up for the petition. The link is down below. Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Since the establishment of diplomatic relations between Nigeria and South Africa, we see a bright future for our relationship. Our strong bonds of friendship provide a firm foundation for our two countries for more meaningful economic cooperation. Nigeria is a host to a number of South African companies that operate in Nigeria. South Africa has always been open for Nigerian businesses, and this has been reflected in a number of investment and operations established in this country as well. But there is much more that we need to do in this regard. We need to remove the remaining constraints to greater investment, just as we need to address some of the challenges that companies experience. We are encouraged by the actions that are being taken under your leadership, Your Excellency, to further strengthen and foster business environment in Nigeria that offers assurances to investors, including from South Africa. Our government continues with its efforts to improve the ease of doing business in South Africa. We want to enable investors to promote and operate their businesses in a manner that will enable them to pursue various opportunities in various sectors of the economy. We look forward to seeing more Nigerian companies investing in South Africa. In fact, we want to see Nigerian products on the shelves of South African shops. Our efforts to create a favorable environment include our simplified visa process for Nigerian business people to travel to South Africa. Qualifying Nigerian business people can be granted a 5-year multiple entry visa. In addition, tourists from Nigeria are now able to apply for a visa without even submitting a passport. We expect that this 11th session of our Binational Commission will enable us to consolidate cooperation in a number of other areas. And we need to implement the many decisions that have already been taken between our two countries to follow up progress that has been achieved. Nigeria is South Africa's largest trading partner in West Africa. However, there is much more opportunity that is there for growth. The African Continental Free Trade Area will allow our two countries to trade in a more seamless manner across a variety of products. And this is the time for us to seize the opportunity to begin robust trading between Nigeria and South Africa. So our two countries are important countries in various respects in our regions on the African continent. We are also important in terms of our voice in the international arena as Nigeria and South Africa. As responsible members of the community of nations, we ought to be concerned about the future of our global system of governance. In an increasingly volatile environment globally, we are witnessing the erosion of the principles that underpin the peaceful conduct of relations amongst nations with respect to law and order and the development of our societies. Multilateralism is under threat. The rise of impunity, unilateralism, conflict and war highlights the urgent need for the reform of the United Nations Security Council and other global institutions. The Global South needs to lead efforts to achieve an international system that is fair, is inclusive, and a system that in the end reflects what will advance the interests of people around the world. We commend your work as chair of ECOWAS to promote dialogue, mediation, and conflict resolution in the pursuit of peace. We applaud Nigeria's unwavering support to regional and continental unity. Our regional body, the Southern African Development Community, SADC, has been working to address challenges in our own neighborhood. We are seized with situations in the Eastern DRC and the post-elections developments in Mozambique. There is agreement that these challenges will be resolved through peaceful means. We are witnessing progress in the consolidation of democracy on our continent. This year alone, 19 major elections would have taken place in African countries. That in itself represents tremendous progress. It is important that regional and African Union instruments underpinning elections and governance are promoted and strengthened. South Africa has just assumed, as you well know, Your Excellency, the presidency of the G20. It will be the very first time that G20 members, leaders, will be holding their summit for the first time on African soil. We will place Africa's development, as well as the challenges facing countries of the Global South, firmly on the agenda of the G20. We will seek to galvanize support for the AU's Agenda 2063 as we pursue an inclusive global agenda as well. For South Africa, it is our view that in shaping global discourse, programs should be tailored to ensure that in our societies, no one is left behind. The challenge of inequality, poverty, and unemployment also needs to be addressed front-end. Our premier continental organization, the African Union, will be having a change of leadership in its commission. As we approach the elections of the chairperson, the deputy chairperson, and commissioners at our summit early in the new year, we should emphasize the need for cohesion, unity, as well as a sense of purpose. The Commission to rededicate itself to addressing the development needs of our people as reflected in our continental programs must be reinvigorated. Once again, Mr. President, we are pleased and indeed very, very honored to have you here in our country at the southernmost tip of our beloved African continent, for you and I to co-chair the session of the Binational Commission. We look forward to receiving the reports from our ministers as our countries continue to strengthen cooperation. Our strong foundations of mutual respect, of trust, as well as collaboration must continue to endure. Together, we must work to position our continent as the continent of the future and to realize the vision that was crafted by our forebears, that of a free, independent, stable, and peaceful Africa. This is what we need to continue committing ourselves to, so that we achieve the dream that the founding fathers of the African Union had in mind when they formed the OAU, which is now the African Union. Your Excellency, I thank you for being here. For us as South Africa, it is a real joy to have you and your delegation from Nigeria here in Cape Town today. Thank you very much.